Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the FPL Lock-In, where every Saturday night we are here to react to the Premier League action from Saturday from an FPL perspective. It's been a sort of a mediocre day so far, I'm going to say, but there's been some quite highs and lows, particularly within our little group of podcast co-hosts. With two of us, or two of the group on Wildcard. So one of those people is Kanji. Kanji, my friend, how are you? How are you feeling so far? Actually, you aren't on the. What prompted you to hit the Wildcard? And
Damn, you want me to start with that right now? Oh, there's so
yeah,
much.
no, just how you feeling in general.
I'm feeling okay. I think the big swing is about my 0.4% Mohamed Salah versus the 130% Erling Haaland. So nothing I can say except for I'm really anxious for the game coming up.
Yeah, you can't really. You've got a sofa in front of you, so you can sort of hide behind.
Yeah, I'm a little bit busy watching the FPL PubCast. I got priorities.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be therapeutic. It'll be therapeutic, and we will be keeping an eye on that game as it goes on. Darius, how you doing, mate?
I'm good. I'm just trying to place a bet on the game at the moment. My betting app is saying no.
It's a sign. It's a sign. Haaland's not going to score, buddy.
It knows I'm going to win.
What was that thing today? I heard you saying it in your deadline stream, and also Let's Talk FPL Andy mentioned it. Something about betting markets changing and people thinking Semenyo wasn't going to start, but of course he has started. Any idea what that was about?
As I said, I put a bet on, and I was like, well, what's going on here? And for whatever reason, it was showing up with Semenyo behind Foden, behind Cherki, behind Marmoush in terms of getting a goal or an assist. And I was like, that seems really weird. To me, it just seemed really weird. I was it's almost like the betting markets were predicting that Foden, Cherki were going to start based off those odds.
And it did change like that a couple of weeks ago, didn't it? When Foden and then Haaland didn't start. So we've got like precedent for it as well. Yeah. Maybe it's just the crap betting market you're looking at.
That's the only one we got, Gary.
Wait, was that Rob T's data?
No, he's just proper betting market.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
You'd think they'd probably be up to date.
FYI, Kanji, to put a bit of context, it had Doku just behind, and we all knew Doku wasn't playing. I was like, what's going on here? It makes no sense.
That's wild.
I think sometimes they just put the odds in just in case, even if there's a minuscule chance, just to cover themselves. But anyway, all right, so we're going to go through today's games as we usually do and have a bit of a chat about them. Then we're going to have a look at how we've got on so far, including Kanji's wildcard. And, of course, this week, both on the podcast earlier in the week and on his own channel, FPL Nightmare, I can see there is in the chat, has been talking about his wildcard. If you don't know, he did it. I don't actually know who's in it yet because I haven't been looking at the text messages today. So we'll have a look at who he got in his wildcard and how he's done so far. And then we'll have a look at tomorrow's games as well. So before we do that, let's have a say hello to people in the chat. Yeah, please do subscribe if you're new around here and like to help get the stream out there. Kanji about to enter. Kanji, I can hear you typing.
Oh, sorry. I'll go on mute next time.
Kanji about to enter an I Quit match after his wild card.
Oh gosh, the chat's gonna kill me.
Is this a WWE thing, isn't it?
At least I won't rage quit the stream,
Andrew there, hello mate, saying Palmer got 3 points, which means Haaland needs to get something, otherwise the Palmer captain has win. Only Big Dan Burn can save us now, and there is no man I'd rather go to war with. Yeah, I think we can assume from that FPL Nightmare may have Captain Palmer. Hi to FPL have a point. He's saying Semenyo rate save the day. Hi Andrew. He's I think Ryan didn't he hit the post? He's saying Ryan good. Oh yeah, and Hill got a clean sheet.
Kiss the bar.
FPL have a point. Hey mate, saying D-Unit is off doing his washing. It's the only way he gets clean sheets. I'd work and I'd add sync, Fan City, Reinder, Who else we got here? Rob Taff, thank you, mate. Claire, Major, and General Zod. Hello, mate. I haven't seen you for a while. Okay, let's get into it, lads. So we'll start with by having a chat about today's game. So obviously a bit of a late kickoff today at 3:00, which was a bit nicer. It meant I actually got to watch the deadline stream. Well, I say nicer, but then when nothing happens in the deadline streams, you sort of think, well, that was a waste of an hour or whatever long you listened. So we'll go through them how they are on the FPL website. So Villa 1, Leeds 1. I think it was stacked with a amazing free kick, I do believe. Ampadu, I assume, got fouled for that. Abraham with the goal. Is that you say Abraham?
Yep.
Abraham, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Cons with an assist. I think that was quite a late one, wasn't it? Bonus points stacked with 3, Abraham 2, and Ampadu with 1, although that's pretty close. So I'm guessing that may change. Defensive contribution, Ampadu 21. Bloody hell. Get some really high ones last year, something. Rodon, Konza. Yeah, that's it.
Douglas Luiz with 10. Wow.
Yeah. There's not really many FPL assets in this one, is there, apart from Rodgers? Did you watch this one, Kanji? Did you what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean the Leeds team looks pretty solid. I mean, that might be a preview of like the wild card. I don't know if anybody's seen it yet, but Rodon with 14 DEFCONs priced at 3.9. I think that's excellent value. Leeds have a really good run to end the season. The free kick from Stack was excellent. He's also very cheap as a good enabler. Like if he takes free kicks, how many DEFCONs did he get? Maybe he got like between
he's just under, I think. 11.
11. Oh, the blue balls, the India special of 11 DEFCONs for Stack. But yeah, I think he's a great pick. Even Douglas Luiz as well on 10 DEFCONs. If he got to 12, it would have felt much better, obviously. But there's some good cheap enabler picks in order to get to the likes of Salah and Holland together if you want to build a structure like that. But again, like where was Rodgers in this game? What did he do? Where was Watkins in this game? This was supposed to be their money fixture, right? So I'm curious to hear what you guys think.
You're trying to say Rodgers on the sell list. I mean, I've actually got Rodgers penciled in only for game week 31. But they've got some pretty good fixtures. Darius, did you watch this one, mate? And what's your thoughts? Well, obviously you did. You're doing a watch on. What were your thoughts on Rodgers?
He didn't do much in this game. I'm not going to lie. I feel like most of the chances, Wendy had a chance on the edge of the box. Watkins had like a tap in that was offside, like by a little bit. I thought Rodgers would be more involved than what he was.
Mm.
And he just wasn't really involved. I don't know what his XG was in this game or XA, but I feel like it wasn't very high.
Did it show it on there?
I'm going to have a look. Hold on. Rodgers.
Get up on there, mate. Rodgers 0.27. I think. Yeah. 0.27. It's not. I guess
0.2 for assists is all right, but
terrible.
I don't recall that. I don't recall it.
No.
I thought Villa were poor. The first half, they were rubbish, Gary. Leeds deserved to be probably 2 goals up at half time. The second half, different story. Villa definitely were the better team second half, and the draw was probably a fair result. But it was a weird game. Like, this is Leeds at home, Leeds away from home are no good. And Villa butchered it, a bit like Chelsea that we're going to talk about very, very soon. But they just weren't very good.
It's a very like whatever game. Like there's nothing really to take note of. But I will say there is a very cheap striker that's on penalties that played 90 minutes today. His name is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. D-Unit, if you want to touch on your boy, but I think he's an excellent value pick with one fixtures to end the season.
We call him the DCL unit here, Kanji.
You better believe it, Gary. That's why he didn't score today, Kanji, because you didn't call him by his proper true form name, which is the DCL unit. If you don't call him like that, he doesn't perform. Because you called him Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He said, no, thank you, I don't want a part of that. And he didn't have a part of it.
I saw someone in your stream, I don't think they knew who I was watching, said if I said that in today's stream, they were going to captain him for the rest of the season. So, is it Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who has got a captain Dominic Calvert-Lewin every game between now and the end of the season?
Not every game. Honestly, if he did it once, I would put some respect on his name, even if he just did it once.
All right, let's move on from this one because there isn't really much to talk about. So this one, I know for a lot of people, Chelsea's going to be the big disappointment, but as someone who now owns 3 Brentford players, this was the big disappointment for me. Brentford nil, and a bit of a shock as well. Brentford nil, Brighton 2. Goes from Gomez and Welbeck. Assists from some sort of pasta, Kadili Gulu and Inglewood. At least Keller got me a save point. Bonus points, Welbeck 2, Welbeck 3, Gomez 2, Van Heck 1. Defensive contributions to Van der Berg and Van Heck and Gomez. Yeah, I mean this one was a bit of a shock, wasn't it, Darius? How did Dango look? And Charlie didn't start as well. I should say that.
Dango did pretty well. Like, in fairness, of all the players, Thiago missed a really good chance in the first half. Like, he was played through behind. He snatched at the chance. He blazed it over the bar. Dango Otara had 0.45 XG, 0.34 XA. I have no idea how he blanked Gary. No idea. It was just one of them games where it just wasn't Brentford's day and it was Brighton's day. That's the only way to describe it, really.
That's actually the same with Thiago, by the way. Like, Thiago had 0.3 XG and 0.5 XA.
That's mad. They couldn't finish today. It was just bizarre.
I was looking at the match stats. It was nuts. Like, Brentford had 0 goals from 1.8 XG, and Brighton had 2 goals from 1.1 XG. Like, what the hell? Come on. Football's like backwards sometimes. It's one of those games like that's just what football is, you know.
Yeah, was there anything? Obviously, Brentford now got a great run of fixtures. Was there anything in that Kanji that either would put you off or would push you towards a particular player? I mean, I went early this week with Dango, but I think Sade versus Dango is going to be a big debate this week with Burnley, their next matchup, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a few things to touch on from a lineups perspective. Like, with Brentford, they have a lot of center backs. They have like Ayer, Collins, Van der Berg. I think there's another one I may be missing. And like they usually just switch them in and out. So I'm not sure, unless somebody gets injured, I'm not sure if I'd want to touch that position. And then also they played this guy, Lewis Potter. I think he played on the wing, even though I think he's a defender in FPL. So that kind of took minutes away from Sade. Maybe that's because the coach wanted to, discipline Sade for getting the other suspensions earlier. So yeah. I don't exactly know, but look, they didn't score. I'm assuming Sade will be back in the 11 next week. But Dango looked great. Like, the team played well. Like, I wouldn't be worried about it. I think the most important thing is that there's 2 really cheap goalies on offer on both teams. And not just goalies, like defenders. Van der Berg is there. Van Heck is there. Assuming you believe in DEFCONs, right? If you can include one of these teams in some sort of defensive rotation, I think it does make sense. And Brentford have excellent fixtures. So I think a lot of managers should be looking at this performance and obviously be disappointed. But the XG, the underlying stats look strong. And I always believe in underlying data long term. So I think it'll work out with the Brentford guys in the next few weeks.
Darius, you haven't got Thiago, have you? You took him out for Pedro, which has worked out well for you. But are you going to get him back in, or any other Brentford players you got you on?
I think you've got to get Brentford's fixtures is just stupid. Burnley away, Bournemouth away. In fact, actually, I take that back. Chelsea have shown that the fixtures can be absolutely crap. Like, they've literally lost points to Burnley at home and Leeds at home. And they were very lucky to actually get the 3 points against West Ham at home. So, yes, the fixtures look really good on paper. Burnley away, Bournemouth away, Wolves at home, Leeds away, Everton at home for the next 5. But after watching Chelsea absolutely butcher 4 amazing fixtures in a row, I really feel Brentford are in better form than Chelsea. That's all I'll say. They're in better form than Chelsea. But can they do it? I don't know.
But why would you worry? Wow, okay, you must be disappointed coming from like double defense as well as Enzo. I'm assuming those were your 3. But what about if you went João Pedro? What about if you went Cole Palmer? Oh yeah, JP. Sorry, yeah. So like you've already got points consistently throughout this run from JP. Like it's obviously difficult to rely on a defense, but in terms of the attackers, like this is a great run for them.
Yes, definitely. I think that's why I'm probably going to bring in Thiago for Bowen today.
Yeah, it makes sense. You got your one leg up with the DEFCONs. You take it and go to the bank smiling. You know?
The card called it Kanji. 4 points over 2. I should never have doubted it.
Crazy. Imagine you took a hit to bring Thiago in. You would have been disappointed massively.
I'm so glad I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. So you do it for free this week. You're chilling. You're happy.
Legit.
Okay, let's move on to the match. So I'm going to say I'm pretty relieved after today, but even though all 4 of my players are blanked, and it's mainly because I didn't get punished again from not owning Palmer, and less punished than I have been from not owning João Pedro. So Chelsea won, Burnley won, João Pedro with the goal, Neto with the assist, Fleming the goal for Burnley, Ward-Prowse with the assist, and obviously Fofana got sent off, which is when Burnley came back and equalised. Bonus points, 3 for Fleming, 2 for Neto, 1 for João Pedro. Defensive contributions for, I'm not sure if Worrell's defender. If he is, he's got them. Otherwise, he won't. Yeah, I mean, well, Kanji, I'll come to you. Captain on Palmer. Was it a bad call or were you unlucky?
Gosh. Oh, by the way, earlier, just for Darius, like both of us benched for Brogan. Anyways, but yeah, like the interesting thing about Cole, I had to mention it. The chat said it, so I just had to say it live, you know. But the Palmer thing, this was the banker. This is the one that couldn't miss. This is the one that could never miss. You know, like the best team against the worst team. You were
talking to him in our chat about captaining him like a month ago.
Yeah, I had this bookmarked. I'm like, all right, as soon as Champions League was confirmed, I'm like, okay, I get 6 days rest before because Palmer's not going to play versus Hull. I'm getting 6 days rest after because Arsenal is like a week later. Like this was the week. He was supposed to have perfect minutes. And of course, you have these little dumb things in FPL like Wesley Fofana, this absolute bum. He goes out there, he makes a tackle. It wasn't even that aggressive, but it's a second yellow, or I don't know if it was a straight red or a second yellow, whatever it was. He's off for the game, changes it. Palmer comes off. The annoying thing, Palmer was on 9 DEFCONs. Easily could have just got some, clearances or some recoveries and got to 12 easily. We've seen that happen so many times. That happened to Bowen today. Had like 9. 75 minutes ends with 14. Like things like this happen. And Burnley were down 1-0. They would have had to push forward. And then Palmer could have got something on the counter. He had so many chances. He was involved in everything. He had a one-on-one chance. There was like a ball in the air. I don't know who played it. Kyle Walker miskicked it. It goes right to Palmer. Palmer's ahead of the defender. He's going one-on-one with the goalie. But I don't know if it's like his legs or his confidence. But he took the shot from like outside the box. I couldn't believe it. And it was like some just regular save. It could have been... That should have been a goal. Like a well-rested, informed Cole Palmer would have put that in the back of the net like 100 times out of 100. But again, like he's just not at his fullest version. And I've been pretty lucky just getting penalties from him on a weekly basis. But his positioning looks excellent. And it is what it is. That's just how the cookie crumbles. And now we're sitting there. It's not just from a Palmer perspective. Enzo also blanked. JP had a really nice goal. It was I think it was a ball from Chalobah and behind to Pedro Neto on the left wing, cuts it across to João Pedro. It was a good finish. And JP's like ticked along. I wish I had got some sort of goal involvement from Palmer, but it is what it is. That's how the cookie crumbles. And when Chelsea have a newly promoted team at home and Holland plays some sort of top 6 team, I will be here once again next year praying for Palmer to get something from me.
Yeah, I think Pedro is I've had 3 red arrows in a row and I'm on a red arrow today. And I think it's pretty much down to Pedro. But I mean, from a Palmer owner perspective, I think if you've owned him for the last 3 game weeks, you're happy, aren't you? You take it. It's if you just bought him in this game week, which I almost did. That's the killer, isn't it?
Yeah, and the worst thing is this was the week I had to captain him. Like of all the weeks, oh my god! Anyone you could have captained Palmer. Like all the other weeks, you'd be cooking 10+ points, 20 points. Like, and of course the week where it's like perfect, he gets an early sub. Anyways, yeah. That's FPL, right?
Darius, what were your thoughts of the game, mate? And also, like, 4 Chelsea owners now, Palmer, Pedro, I've got Enzo. Is it time to get off? Because
Pedro, I think you can hold. Pedro, you can hold. I think the fixtures for Chelsea and the form that he's in, you could almost expect him to return in whatever game. The rest of Chelsea players, Sanchez, Chalobah, Palmer, Enzo, they can all be shown the door.
Mm. Enzo's been terrible for weeks.
Gary. Actually, I can tell you what they've. This is really sad reading. Verbruggen has got 15 points over the last 4 game weeks, and Sanchez has got 7.
Oof. Have you benched him for all of them?
Yeah, obviously, because the 4 fixtures Chelsea had made sense. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I hate double defense. Double defense suck ass.
Yeah, tell that to the Arsenal defenders that have got like double every single week and they've been getting clean sheets all the time.
If people have got priorities and they want to move out other people, do you reckon it's all right to keep over? Because they do play in 31, don't they? They've got that going for them if nothing else.
Are we talking about like Sanchez and Enzo, or like which picks in particular?
Just in general, but if you want to pick out particular ones, I would say the defense are definite sells. The attackers can still pick up, can't they?
Yeah, I don't trust Chelsea defensively. I don't know how many times they got a red card this year. It's just ridiculous. And each time I say it, I think there's no way they get another one, and then they find a way to do it. And like the fixtures are pretty poor coming up. Like I think it's like Villa, Newcastle, Arsenal. Like they probably all score a goal. But the thing is, if Sanchez keeps it clean in one of them, he's going to end up with 10 points because he'll end up with like a bunch of saves and probably some bonus too. So there is risk in selling him. So I don't mind Sanchez, but in terms of the defenders, like get them gone. Like Chalobah, Reece James, whoever you punted on for the last 4 weeks, get them gone. And then I guess Enzo, you can hold because he's cheap enough, but I honestly would be considering the Enzo to Dominic Szoboszlai move. Dirty 2-point Dom in the house. I'd be making that move if I had Enzo for sure.
Someone said that in your stream earlier, Darius, didn't they? I'm thinking of to my review boy, Enzo the Tavernier. Probably because he came off the bench, didn't he? And he did us Kanji before he got injured.
Yeah, the 1 week penalty, I remember.
I don't think he played enough minutes to warrant going there. Plus Ryan and Adley, they all look good tonight. Like the Bournemouth team, in fairness, it was a weird game. Both teams could have scored like 2 to 3 goals in that game, and it just somehow finished 0-0, which was just bizarre in itself.
So you have to be careful with
weird. They're just a weird team. Like I feel like they sacked Maresca because he basically called him out for not wanting to win. And then they bought in Rossinia, and people are frothing because he beat Wolves by conceding a goal. He came from behind after giving West Ham a 2-0 lead, and everyone thinking, oh, he's the next best thing since Jose Mourinho. What they didn't look at was the league table and where these teams are. And now all of a sudden Chelsea go and they're going to be playing the teams in the top half of the table. I don't see Chelsea getting any points at all. If they play like they've played like Burnley could have won the game, Kanji, at the end. Old mate got the free header. Literally a minute later, the exact same corner, almost the exact same result. It's just lucky it wasn't on target.
That's the James Ward-Prowse delivery. Like he's so consistent in putting into that danger area from a dead ball.
Mm.
He's always been brilliant, hasn't he? Do you reckon Burnley, are they still the major team to target? Because, of course, they're at Brentford next week.
Yeah. Bro, 100%. Like, Chelsea could have easily scored 2 or 3 more. It's just the last final pass was just lacking. Like, Palmer plays it to João Pedro. Pedro could have taken it with his right, cuts back on his left, and then it's blocked. There's another one. It's like Palmer goes to Neto. Neto shoots it, but it's blocked. And it's like a corner every time. There was one, Palmer had it. It was like João Pedro slipped it into Palmer. But the guy comes in, the left back comes in, slide tackles him. Could have been a pen. Wasn't a pen. Like, it was very last-ditch defending from Burnley. In another world, Chelsea scored 3 in this game. Like, there's a reason the XG for that the bookmakers had for Chelsea was 2.7. Like, I think it was... Like, it's just, that's how FPL is. And honestly, if there wasn't the red card, I would have backed Chelsea to score a second in the game. But that's just FPL and game state, right?
Okay, should we go on to the last match that's been played so far, which Doesn't sound like a particularly exciting one. West Ham 0, Bournemouth 0. Bonus points. Hermanson 3, Petrovic 2, Diorf 1. Look, Hill very nearly getting a bonus point now. Bench contributions. Fernandez, Bowen, I heard you clearing his DCs for West Ham. Adams and Scott for Bournemouth. Darius, you watched this one. You did it watch long. Was it boring as it looks?
No, it was actually pretty entertaining. It's just somehow neither team could score. It was this game really should have finished 2-2, I reckon, give or take. I don't know what the XG for West Ham and Bournemouth was.
Holy, the fact you said that is nuts because the XG for West Ham was 2.9. Bournemouth had 0.6.
And Bournemouth? And Bournemouth?
0.6 for Bournemouth.
Yeah, as I said, I have no idea how West Ham didn't score. Like, Jared Bowen should have got more than just the DC points.
Wow, that's crazy. 2.8 XG with no goal. Surely Petrovic was man of the match then. Wow.
He's only got
he made 3 saves, apparently.
Oh, wow. There's like big chances that he was robbing them of. That's crazy. Wow.
I mean, Bournemouth have got some nice sixes coming, haven't they? I mean, on top of Tavernier coming back, if you were wildcarders, I know a lot of people won't be wildcarding now. Sunderland, Brentford, Burnley, Man United. Beyond Tavernier and Hill, is there anyone else you guys will be thinking of maybe targeting?
I would urge some caution on Tavernier. I'll tell you why. So they play today. Today's February 21st. Then they play again next week on the 28th. And then remember, like February ends, like 28th is the last day of February, right? So they play on the Saturday, then they play on the Tuesday. So there's only 2 days in between of rest. So there's no way Tavernier starts both. Yeah, and it's Saturday to Tuesday. It's 2 days rest. There's no way he starts both games. So what do you want from him, to be benched against Sunderland so you can buy him for Brentford? Like, forget it. Just avoid him. Like the fixtures are good, but it's just the situation. Like, he's coming back from injury. I can't trust the minutes. Like, can't go there. I don't think.
How long's he been out for? A month? Was it been longer than that?
I think it was a hamstring injury, right?
Yeah, I think it's been about a month. I think it was about early January he went out. It's probably been about a month, I think. That's what I want to say. Darius, you got your eye on anyone from Bournemouth? I mean, if you are wildcard in 32, which most people with any sense are, if they haven't already wasted it, they're quite a good. I don't think Kanji heard that. They're quite a good fill-in for those 4 games, aren't they? Up until 31.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm not sold on any Bournemouth attackers, to be fair. I feel like if there is a player I was going to buy, it would be Hill. That'd be it.
Yeah, but look at the stats. Look at the stats today, though. Like, they conceded 2.8 XG.
Legit.
This might be the luckiest any team in the entire league all season. Like, that's insane. I don't know. I don't understand why people are on Hill. I get you get DEFCONs and look, you've got it in points, but this is some fluky stuff. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have, unless I go for Tavernier, I don't think I'm going to have the transfers to get anyone else in. Then also, they've got Man United at home in 31, which isn't like prime fixture, is it? So, yeah, maybe.
It's not, yeah. Like, I think you should look elsewhere because of poor minutes. Like, do you have a certain budget you have to spend in that position?
Not really, but I just don't know who else I'm going to get. Well, we'll get onto that in a minute. So we'll go on to our teams. Any so obviously, yeah, we're going through the matches pretty quickly today because there was only been 4. Next week it's going to be a lot more, I think, on the Saturday. Any thoughts on the matches as before we move on?
No.
Like bizarre results. Honestly, I was like, to call these results based on how they've fallen.
Yeah, this might have been like one of the most boring FPL PubCasts of all time, just because the games have been so bad. Like, what are these games? Like, where's Liverpool? Where's Arsenal? Where's City? Come on, Chelsea only scored 1 goal. Come on, man.
it's not that boring because we have a bloke that wildcarded, and actually, I was looking at your
we're getting on to
right?
the interesting bit.
So we'll look at your team, Kanji, and because someone asked what did Kanji wildcard to, so I pulled up your team.
Darius, we're gonna literally do that in a minute.
Oh,
it's the next part of the show. Remember?
All right, so you need to look at Kanji's team from game week 26 to game week 27 to understand the brilliance of his wild card in full, unadulterated brilliance.
Okay, we might do that, but before we start, the channel actually has a sponsor for the first time, which is Footium. So thanks so much to Footium for sponsoring the channel. Footium, which I know a lot of Darius's followers will already know about because a lot of them play it, is an online social football management game where you actually get an award for how you play, and you can try the whole thing for free. So Darius has got me into playing this. I've been a massive fan of football managing games since I was a kid. First ever managing game I played, lads, was Kevin Keegan's Player Manager back on the SNES in 1992. And I'm loving it so far. I've got 2 wins out of 3. God knows how, considering I've never played it before. And I've set up a friends mini league in Footium, which you can join for free using the link in the description below to compete against myself and other PubCast Footium players. And if you win that league, you get a free starter bundle, which Footium have provided, that's worth $100. So thanks so much to them for sponsoring the stream. Darius, I'll hand over to you, mate. You've been playing Footium for a couple of months now. You're addicted. you seem you're addicted to FPL now.
Yeah, I know, it's great. I actually really love Footium. It's a really good. If you enjoy FIFA Ultimate Team and you enjoy Football Manager, it's literally a combination of the two, and it's brilliant. It's frustrating. It's like real football. Like you can have a stacked team, like I've got a stacked team, and somehow drop points to bloody zombies, but it's brilliant. And a really
Chelsea
good
versus
goal
Burnley.
by Riley too.
Yeah. So yeah, please do check out the link in the description below to join for free. Yeah, let's get on to our teams.
A goal update from Darius.
Go, mate. Go for it.
Something has happened. I don't know what happened, but
O'Reilly goal. The chat's saying.
Okay.
A lot of people had, didn't they?
Damn.
Haaland assist. Let us know you got the assist in.
That was
Haaland didn't get the assist, Gary. It was I think it was a Marmouche assist.
Marmouche
Oh
assist.
God, this is not.
Nightmare will be happy at least. Yeah, he had him in his differentials, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yo, I was actually considering. I was considering O'Reilly versus Timber on Wildcard. It looks like I got that wrong. Shit.
You know what's annoying, Kanji? I sold O'Reilly because I thought that I wanted to correct my mistake from like 8 game weeks ago. And then Pep decides, hold on, I'm going to screw over the D-Unit. I'm going to take him off before 60 minutes. And then I'm going to put O'Reilly in midfield where he's got way better goal threat than what he ever had at left back. And what's he done since? He scored 2 goals. Oh,
yeah, I think it's pretty obvious, like where it's nuts. Like O'Reilly's positioning is insane. I think the main thing now is going into game week 32, assuming City blank in 31, the 3-man City are very obvious now. Like only a fool would pick a different third pick. Like it's so obviously O'Reilly, Semenyo, Haaland now. You have no choice. Like we have no choice. You have to fit them in when we get to 32, assuming they blank 31.
Okay, I'm not going to go through it in order of how we've done this week because I think people want to look at the wild cards. We'll look at yours, Kanji, and then we'll get on.
I've done the best, so Gary.
So,
I've done the best again so far, haven't I?
You have, yes. We'll get on to you. We're doing the wild card teams first, Darius. Has to get the attention. Has to make it about hand, isn't it? So, Kanji, you wild carded. Let me just read it out, mate, and then you can talk us through why you wild carded and how you think it's going. So you've had Keller for 2, then you've got Anderson, Gabriel, Timber still to play, Wilson, Fernandes still to play, Palmer captain, which obviously you're going to be disappointed about, Stala, Szoboszlai, Thiago 2, Ekatike still to play. An interesting 3 Leeds players on the bench, Calvert-Lewin, Rodon and Goodmanson, and Verbruggen, again, you presume you're going to be disappointed on the bank of 7. So, yeah, talk us through it, mate. And why did you do it, first of all, and how are you feeling?
Okay, I am disappointed because the two key decisions were like Timber versus O'Reilly. I'm already losing. And the second one was, do I have 0.7 in the bank? So do I keep Goodmanson or do I just upgrade him to Van Heck? And I decided to keep Goodmanson, and he got a sub at halftime or something. So I'm pretty disappointed with those two decisions. But that's side stuff. That's post. I've already made the decision. Those were little 50-50s, but it is what it is. So now, the key reason for wildcarding is because of a little Egyptian man named Mohamed Salah. He's only one of the top goal scorers and assisters of all time, and he's sitting there with basically 0.4 effective ownership. 0.4 effective ownership in my team at my rank.
0.4?
Yeah, 0.4. It's insane.
Not 4. Wow.
Insane. Either way, 4 or 0.4, there's no difference really. Like, it's insane what Salah can do. We know how capable he is, but people think he's over the hill. People think he's washed. But then I look at his record since his return from a African Cup of Nations. He's on 6 GA in 6 games. Of course, he has 1 penalty in there, but that's what Salah does. He's a GA merchant. And we are hoping that Liverpool are on the comeback trail. They're going to be smelling blood. Chelsea have dropped points at home to Burnley, and they've got a really kind fixture on Nottingham Forest away. Wolves, West Ham, Brighton, Spurs, that they have the chance to go and be in the top 4 after the next 4 to 5 weeks. So I'm excited. I've sold Erling Haaland. Luckily, he doesn't have anything so far, but I'm sure he'll get something because now Newcastle will push up. But the key thing is I wanted to sell Haaland because of the blank. I wanted to bring in the Egyptian King. That is the main reason I wildcarded, and the Leeds players are great enablers with good fixtures in Game Week 33 with Wolves at home and a good fixture run to end the season. And I'm pretty sure there's like 7 players on my team I won't sell for the rest of the year. I'll tell you in advance. Igor Thiago, Bruno Fernandes. I think Dominic Szoboszlai would be 3. Gabriel is 4. Timber is 5. Kelleher is 6. Verbruggen is 7. Rodon is 8. And then Calvert-Lewin is 9. Those are 9 players I don't think I will sell for the rest of the season. And I'll be spending my transfers on Anderson to Nico O'Reilly, Wilson to someone else, probably Salah and Ekitike back to Semenyo and Haaland. That's kind of where I think I'm going to spend my moves. But I'm going all in on Liverpool, and no one basically has any in Liverpool, I don't think. And everyone's going to go for Verts. So it's going to be a huge
I've got 2 Liverpool.
Oh, okay, yeah. People will go for Van Dijk because they don't like Timber. Timber's been blanking and stuff. And I just think, like, Szoboszlai is my favorite player. He's on the set pieces. If Salah ever gets, like, low minutes through Ramadan, Dominic Szoboszlai will pick up the pen share, so I have 100% pen share. Both of them are low EO, and Ekitike is the one I need that. I need him to sort of come close to Haaland, like, at least to get, like, return every other game in the next 4 to 5 weeks, and I'll be okay.
Do you know why I think you wildcarded? Because you had the insult to Dominic Szoboszlai, your man, to take him out for Verse the other week. And you looked at your team and you thought, there's no Szoboszlai in there. I've got to get him back. And for some reason, your brain imploded and you just had to hit that wildcard button. The anger of at yourself. That's my fear, Kanji.
It's funny how, like, the domino, like, there's a little domino effect in FPL. Like, there was this idea of, like, Sanchez is such a great pick a few weeks ago with the fixture run. And look at what Chelsea did. They really destroyed that idea. And I was owning it, and I had no confidence in the clean sheet for Burnley. Luckily, that came to fruition because of the red card. But, like, that was, like, another reason I didn't believe in Chelsea's clean sheet. I was like, I'm happy to move to Kelleher. I have to make that move. I want Salah in. Those are all. I'm going to have to take a -4 here. Why don't I just wildcard now, start rolling my transfers, prepare for 32, and then take the hit then, and spend 6 transfers in 32. That's my plan, at least. So I can basically have a mini wildcard in 32. But let's see what happens when we get there. All I need to do is survive. I don't even care what Haaland does. Haaland can get a hat-trick, but it doesn't matter to me. The key thing is I need Salah to do his job for captaincy, and I'm gonna be okay. Look, my team is gonna be so different to everyone else. At this point, I'm risking going from, like, I don't know where I'm, like 250K. I'm risking falling to 500K, and I can jump to 100K. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna be, but yeah.
Okay, look, let me bring Darius in. Darius, what do you reckon to young Candy's wildcard here, mate?
Before I go there, Gary, have you still got Hall in your team?
I do, but he's bent.
Wow.
I still own him, though. Why?
He just scored.
Oh,
No way. No way.
I've not even got him first bench. In fact, let me check. I'm fairly sure I've got him second bench.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Lewis Hall scored.
But there was no way I was
way.
ever going to start him in this game, so I'm not too bothered about that. Yeah, what do you think of Kanji? I mean, it's a good sign to keep hold of him anyway.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Kanji, could you put Kanji's team's there? So this is Kanji's team from last week. So he's replaced Sanchez with Kelleher, gained 1 point. Gary, is there any way you can get the subs on there?
Yep.
Perfect. Excellent. So we replaced the Bravka on his bench with Verbruggen, so that worked out well with an extra 6 points on his bench. Congratulations. He's replaced Richards with Rodon on his bench, who's got 4 points on his bench. He's kept Gabriel and Timber, which I'm a little bit confused about, but I'm sure I can ask Kanji why he did that in a second. Then he's basically kept Palmer, Bruno. That's it. That's all he's kept. Palmer and Bruno. I was going to say Wirtz, but you haven't kept Wirtz. You've turfed him. And then you've kept Thiago up top and you've sold Haaland. So you bought in Ekatike for him and why you've ever had Obi, I'll never know, but you had Obi. So that, I'll give that a tick. You've got rid of Obi, who's never going to get you a point for the DCL unit, which I quite like. That is a good move. But I look at your midfield and I look at what you've got now, and
it's not that different.
I struggle to see the improvement.
Come on,
you've got
Harry Wilson
7 or 8 players same as my team.
Harry Wilson versus Ndiaye that's a
He's on
different
penalties.
Yeah, he's on pens, but look at the fixtures for them. Like they're night and day. Like Wilson has
You're the
best
penalty
run.
merchant, Kanji. You're the penalty merchant. Wilson doesn't have penalties, and Ndiaye does. I don't
Bro,
get
look,
it.
I had Ndiaye. I brought him in for Leeds and Fulham and Brighton and whatever. Bournemouth. He called me 1 goal in the 4 games. It's like I think it's time to like switch up. Wilson has a good run. He's been consistent all year long. Like I'm happy to go there, and he's pretty cheap too. Like he actually fell in price right before the deadline.
He did. The one thing I will
helpful.
say, this is next level 4D chess play, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, because Kanji, he doesn't know who's going to be on the pitch for Liverpool because no one really knows. So what has he done? He has gone for number 1 penalty merchant, Mo Salah, and he's gone for number 2 penalty merchant, Szoboszlai. Now, the ironic thing would be if Salah got benched, Szoboszlai got sent off, and they won a penalty, and McAllister took it. Kanji.
No, look, Darius, like, there's logic. I get 100% pen share. I have 100% of free kicks, corners, penalties, at 100% of all set pieces with these 2. Like, I was never going to go without those 2. It was about the third. It was like Wirtz versus Palmer, and then who is the striker that comes in. So I went with Ekatike. He's the one. He is the one that's the risky one. But like when you look from eye test perspective, Ekatike and Wirtz have both been great over the season. So I think either way I'll be okay.
How many transfers you roll in your wild card, like into your wild card?
I had 0. So I guess 1 free.
What's your plan with Palmer?
Oh shit! There's a goal for City. I don't know who it is. Fuck! Don't tell me.
The chat is saying Haaland own goal. I don't know if they're meaning that the whole goal might get converted into.
Haaland assist. Nico Riley scored a brace. Gary, can you believe it? Nico Riley's just headed in a Haaland cross.
Haaland cross. Do you know he's got more assists than any of the wingers in the Premier League this season? I was watching a random video yesterday. Or, the wide forwards. Apparently, he's got more assists than any wide forward. And there's a video about why wide forwards have basically been crap this year, apart from Semenya.
I wish I hadn't sold O'Reilly. I can't believe I sold O'Reilly and bought Mateus Nunes instead of fucking bringing back O'Reilly again.
He's got decent points.
I was so close to O'Reilly instead of Timber. Let me tell you, I was so close to that.
That would have been a 21-pointer, Kanji. 21-pointer he's on. They scored 2 goals as a defender. It's 21 points with 3 bonus.
No, he's got no clean sheet. No clean sheet.
18 points.
Oh my god! I was so close to that. Oh, because our City
Wow.
have better fixtures than Arsenal, and they both blank. Oh my god, it's fine. It is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is.
Lads, shall we move on to look at our good friend FPL Nightmare's
No, hold on. I want to go a bit more in on Kanji's. I know that the chat really want me to go in on Kanji's draft, so I'm going to do him the favors. So I have to ask Kanji, talk to me about Anderson.
I think Anderson has good fixtures. Him and Wilson are just
man.
good value picks.
But is he going to keep a clean sheet?
Probably not. But he'll keep 1 or 2 in the next 5, and he'll get DEFCONs in the rest of them, so who cares?
That's what we said about Chelsea.
Yeah, I know.
And Fulham, I would argue that Fulham are a way worse defence than what Chelsea are. And the good fixtures for Fulham are away from home.
Look, bro, like people are picking up 6 points from Hill with 2.5 XGC. I mean, my Anderson pick is going to be just fine, I think. I'm not worried about that pick at all. I think Timber is the one where I've made the mistake. It was O'Reilly, but it
Could you have saved some money, though? Could you have saved some money on Anderson and gone for Hill, who would have banked you an extra 0.5 mil to spend elsewhere?
No, I wouldn't have gone anywhere. Like, because it would have the only place it could have gone is the Bosley to Verts. But it's too much money.
That would have been a better move.
No, it's not enough. But so I would have got it if I did, for example, Verbruggen down, that's 0.5, and then Anderson down to Hill, that'd be 1.0, and I have 0.7 already, so that'd be 1.7 plus Sabazla is 6.7. So I don't know how much Verts is. Is that enough for Verts? I don't know. But either way, I love Sabazla anyway, so I would never have done it. It is what it is.
And what's the plan with the triple Leeds? I've got to ask. I understand the DCL unit because I think that he actually might be really good value between like 32 and 38. I understand that one.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hoping that your triple Leeds defense, so your Leeds triple up is going to get a double game week? Is that
not
your
even
play?
No, really. I think Rodon and Calvert-Lewin are a lock. Like, just because of, like, Rodon gets the DEFCONs, he's 3.9, so he's an excellent value pick long-term. And same with DCL, because he's, like, 90 minutes on pens. And Leeds have actually been pretty good. Like, they're underrated for their attack. So those two are locked. Goodmunson is the one that's, like, he's just cheap. Like, I shouldn't have gone there. I think he's a mistake. Timber could be a mistake instead of O'Reilly, but what am I going to do? Like, they rotate.
So even if they didn't get a double game, you could bench boost here in 35 when they've got Burnley at home.
33 or 35, yeah, definitely. Like, the options are available, yeah. Like, I need to just monitor Goodmunson's minutes now. Like, but regardless, he's a dead pick. He's going to be last on my bench, nothing to worry about. And just somebody I have to clean when I want to use my bench boost, you know? He's like going to be a wasted transfer. But look, the key is I need to rotate back into City, and everything else is fine. Like, this stuff is cheap. For Verbruggen's 4.5 is nothing. Like, Calvert-Lewin is like 1.5 extra over Krupi. That's where my money is, but I'm happy with the fixtures long term. Rodon is cheap. Goodmunson is cheap. That's fine. Like, I'm really happy with it. I just need Timber to start doing his thing that he's been doing, you know?
Okay, let's move on to look at Andrew's wild card. He's got double the points of you so far. I'm afraid to say, Kanji, for your sake, that he has got Keller to Gabriel still to play, Ager, is that how you say it? 1, Mukalele still to play, Semenyo still to play, Fernandes still to play, another Palmer captain with 6, Rodgers 2, Thiago 2, João Pedro 7, STK still to play, and then Dubravka, Gordon, Hill, and Rodon the bench. And he did give me some notes of this. He said he's got enough money in the bank to go to Palmer, to Salah this game week, and also he's going to be benching João Pedro against Arsenal and playing Gordon over whoever Newcastle have got next week. Kanji, look at this one. I may ask the chat as well who's got the best wildcard team out of the two of you. Are you jealous? Any picks here you think going back you may have overlooked?
I mean, the structure is the same, if that makes sense, because he has money for Palmer to Salah. He's going to do Palmer out, Salah in, and then like we're both going in a Salah only, no Holland structure, so the structure is going to be the same. I think my team is better, but like that's because I made my team. So I don't want to say like I don't want to talk bad about his picks, but like I mentioned earlier, I don't trust any of the Brentford center backs in terms of minutes. Gordon he's done very well in the Champions League, but the minutes can never be trusted because they're in multiple competitions. So I don't know. I don't know about Gordon, but hopefully that's his differential that helps him climb. It's from his team as well, so he knows better than me. Semenyo is somebody we're all going to be going to in a few weeks' time. They have great fixtures in the short term, but they blank. So, look, I don't like. It's fine. I think his team is great, but like that's his team. Like I can't. What do you want me to say? I think it's a good team. Like Rodon is good value. Hill is good value. Dubravka's cheap. So he's put his money into his 11, similar to my style as well, except for the one good eighth attacker, which is good because he doesn't need to waste transfers in case one of his attackers is injured for 1 week. Like he can just like bench them. So I think he's set up very well. But we're gonna need the king to step up in the next few weeks.
So just did a quick poll. Who's got the best wild card? Kanji, Nightmare, or neither? They're both rubbish.
Oh shoot! Okay, the third option is definitely winning that one. Let me tell you.
Landslide.
Thoughts on our friend's Andrew's wild card there? He's got a good plan, I'll say, but I mean we did try and discourage him from doing it on the podcast, but you know, what are your thoughts, mate?
I hate to say it, Kanji, I prefer Nightmare's draft to yours. And I'll tell you why. For one, there's no bloody Anderson in this draft, which makes me a lot more happier to begin with. It hasn't got Anderson and it hasn't got no dirty 2-point Dom, so I feel like he's already in front of you with those two exclusions rather than inclusions. But I think potentially the defense is a little bit weak. Like I look at it and I go, I feel like he's skimped out on the defense. Now I know he's got a bit of money in the bank, but Cole Palmer's an issue. Like he was an issue before. That's why I said I had no interest in him, because I feel like he was heavily reliant on the penalties, and he's been very lucky the last couple of weeks. And João Pedro has had two teams that just think that it's okay to push someone in the back, in the box, which just beggars belief, really, when you think about it. And like, I struggled to get on. I know that Rodon got 4 points today, right? Like, he obviously conceded late on. He was on track for a really big haul prior to that goal going in. But I wouldn't be putting that's why I looked at your draft and I thought, I would not be putting my eggs in the Leeds basket outside of DCL unit. And I've talked about like double game weeks and like teams I would be willing to invest in and versus teams with just a decent one fixture. And I feel like Leeds are not one of those teams I'd be willing to invest in for a double game week. I feel like I'd get the DCL unit and just say, you can have them. And it was like Wolves on the week. I know that Wolves, it worked out quite well if you went there, because if you went with Jose Sarr, he got a huge haul, and whichever Gomez or Bueno scored, fantastic.
They also got a clean as well, right? So every defender returned.
Yeah. But like the odds of that happening were very remote. Very remote. But it happens. It's like Arsenal, like did you triple captain last week?
No.
Intelligent man.
Yeah. Wow, come on. No offense, Gary. That's also something we should mention. Like, actually give you a shout out for that, because like last week it was a really interesting week. Oh wow, we didn't even touch on triple captaincy, because like the whole world made it seem like I was a fool, or like people were fools for not triple captaining. This is the only time we ever hear.
Don't build his ego up any more than it already is.
They were saying, oh, this is the only time we have a guaranteed double game week, because the next double game week has the most games. We have to bench boost in that one. So this is the only time we should use our triple captain. And guess what? The main guy got 7 points. Bro, I can get 7 points from anyone. I can triple captain Holland and...
Okay, we'll mute Kanji at that point. First muting, it had to be done at some point. Darius, do you think we'll be seeing a shed rat?
Why did you triple captain Gabriel, Gary? The chat want to know, because obviously me and Kanji saw why we didn't do it. Well, why did you do it?
I saw a graphic. Do you know where it puts the double game weeks alongside each other? like Gabriel, what he would have scored over 2 game weeks, and they paired them up. And he didn't have a score below 8 all season. All season, whereas Haaland had 3. He had his 3, where he would have scored below 8. They had Wolves and who was it? Brentford. We don't know if Haaland's going to get his double game week yet. It made sense. I don't regret the decision. It was the correct decision, I do believe. Maybe he should have gone for Rice instead, but I think captaining an Arsenal player that week was the correct decision.
I agree. I wonder about the Gabriel. I'm going to talk through why I didn't do it right. So I worked it out in my head. I was like, the huge haul, if Gabriel's going to get one, is going to come against Brentford, because Brentford will attack. He'll get the DC. If he keeps a clean sheet, he's probably on over 10 points from that game. But with the way that Brentford have been playing, particularly at home, I was like, I reckon they score. That was my entire bet, because I was like going, I know he got an assist against Wolves, but I had him pegged for just 6 points against Wolves. Wolves were never going to give him the DC, which I didn't. And I didn't think he'd get bonus, because I thought that Arsenal would score enough goals where he wouldn't get bonus. So I was literally betting on the Brentford game that he would concede. So when he conceded, I was like, oh, he probably should have been sent off as well, to be fair, because that was definitely a second yellow. So I feel like Gary and that should be pretty lucky that he didn't get sent off.
Yeah.
That second game was, the second game was, it was weird. When he got the assist, I was like going, crap. I was like, maybe Rice captain is not, even though Rice had already got the assist earlier in the game for the Saka goal, I was sitting there going, I might be getting cooked here. And then when Wolves, that worldie, just pick that out of the net, David Raya. That was some goal. But the second goal was that was the Arteta bottle job in full effect. There is no other way to describe that second goal. It was panic station. There was no need to panic. Gabriel went up. Raya went up. They both had no idea who the hell was going up. And all they did was gift Wolves the goal and said, Man City, the title was yours, baby. Have it if you want.
Out for a corner.
No. So no, Gary, the ball went into the box, right? Like just a hopeful ball into the box. Gabriel goes up to head the ball, right? Goes up to head it. And Raya comes and there's no communication. And Raya spoils the header off Gabriel's head. It falls to a Wolves player who hits the shot.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Ricochets off Calafiori's leg into an own goal. Calamity.
Yeah, panicking, I guess. Lads, do you reckon we'll see a nightmare? Well, I'm sure we will. But do you think a shed video of ranting is justified tonight, or do you think he could feel okay?
Depends what Haaland does in the next 60 minutes.
Yeah. Are we still on Haaland assist at the minute? 2-0? 2-1. Okay,
that's dangerous question right there.
Let's move on to
Gary was teasing then. I was like, do you want to watch along, mate? We can happily provide you one.
Let's move on to who is the top out of the three of us this week. Roberto is actually the top. We'll get to him in a minute. Which is Darius. He's very close to that 1 million rank now, Darius.
I'm inside the 1 million, Gary.
Is it? Oh, yeah, okay. But this is before I'm not going to keep refreshing it during this match.
991,000, baby. The D-Unit has finally gate crashed the top million for the first time this year.
Excellent, mate. So Sanchez 2, Gabriel still to play, Caliber 2, Nunez still to play. Well, currently playing. Wirtz, Fernandez still to play. Semenyo currently playing. And Burmo still to play. Bowen 4, Pedro 7, Haaland captain currently playing with an assist. Yeah, talk us through it, mate. You bought Semenyo in this week, didn't you? And...
Oh, my God, Newcastle have equalised. Dan Burns scored a goal.
No way.
Oh.
He's offside. This is when Trig leaves the stream. Trig leaves the stream when the D-Unit calls it.
Yeah, they're probably VARing that.
I was getting a big Dan Burn ready there. I'll play it anyway.
Big Dan Burn.
That's so
sound effects enough.
I can imagine Nightmare right now, right? Because he's obviously not watching the lock-in. He's watching
He's in the
Newcastle.
shed.
He's just seen this. He's going,
Oh, he's watching
yeah!
Newcastle.
And then he's like, oh, fuck.
Fuck, Mr.
Big Dan Burn.
All right, it was ruled out. It was offside. Ruled out. City's still up 2-1.
Sounds like a good game, though.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's open. It's open. Very open.
So, Darius, talk us through your team, mate, and I'm going to quickly pop to the toilet while you do so.
Oh, it's just a double Chelsea defense. I mean, like, you would have thought of one of the last 4 game weeks, they'd actually fucking keep a clean sheet. How hard is it? You're versing the 20th place team, the 19th place team, the 18th place team, and I don't know where Leeds are now. They're probably 6th off of the bottom. How hard is it, Kanji, to keep a clean sheet when 3 of those games are at home? It's criminal how shit they've been. They've been. I'm pissed because, like, I read out my stats on double defense on my stream. I've had 4 out of 25 game weeks with double defense return. That's less than 20%, Kanji.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Wow.
Fuck. It's not even like I've invested in shit teams on paper. They've had good fixtures and they've not delivered. Why I bought double defense, clean sheets. They just haven't kept them.
Crazy. You know, you probably could have just kept double Brentford defense. I don't know who the second one would have been, but Kelleher could have just been a perma play. Like, he's been such a good value, you know?
Should have kept fucking Dallo. Dallo would have fucking outscored a lot of them.
Because he's always due a jammy GA. Like, he always gets one. He
gets these huge holes. He's had huge holes when I've had this fucking retarded Chelsea double defense. I tell you what, if Chelsea fans, I don't know if Luke's still in the chat. If you're in the chat, mate, your team is shit. If you think that Liam Rossignol is the savior, you might as well fucking dig your own grave and put yourself in it and bury yourself, because there's no chance that Chelsea are going anywhere with him as manager.
No,
they can't defend Kanji. I tell you what,
him though. Like, what are you going to blame him for Fofana getting a red card?
Well,
they need another world-class
Maresca. They defended better under Maresca. My sister's kids, who are aged 5, 3, and 18 months, would defend the goal better than those fucking flogs that Chelsea put out every week. They had 7 defenders on at the end, Kanji. 7 defenders, and no one picked up the man that just ran across a lot of them and just said, thank you very much, and scored a goal. I mean, how hard is it to defend?
Like, they get paid millions of dollars too. It's crazy. It's insane. I saw
£1
the tweet
billion
from
pounds, and they don't have a good defender except Talaba. They've got fucking amateurs that don't know what they're doing, that just sit there and get paid for. They don't even look pretty. They don't even look pretty, Kanji. I don't know why they're getting paid. They should have been jettisoned like Diassi straight out to the bomb squad, because Chelsea's defense are deplorable. They can't keep a clean sheet. They have been an absolute waste of space. There is no excuse for the shit performances they've put in, and guaranteed against Arsenal, I'll get a fucking 0-0 draw when I've sold.
That'd be so typical, you know, like they do nothing and then they play Arsenal and it's 0-0. That's so true.
Lads, I'm going to end the poll. Kanji, it's not good news to you, I'm afraid.
Oh, is it?
Kanji 6%, Nightmare 33%.
6%.
Neither they're both rubbish. 61%. That's like, yeah, that's not very good, Kanji.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. I think I've had a lot of like hate comments on Twitter as well, but it is what it is. Like, you just play it your way and see how it works out.
Exactly.
All I saw, Kanji, when I looked at your draft, and I didn't see the Nightmares, which is why he didn't get the level of scrutiny that I gave you. All I saw was Anderson, and I thought, what the fuck are you thinking? And then I saw dirty 2-point dom, and I thought, oh, Kanji. I mean, like, you should have phoned the D-Unit. You should have phoned the D-Unit for a bit of one-on-one advice. I would have led you to the glory land, not to the land of despair.
Oh man, when one of them guys get a return every other week, I'll be putting it right in your face, right here on the PubCast on the login.
Please do.
Darius, you said you're going to make a move, Pedro to, or is it Bowen to Thiago tonight? Is that your only move this week, plan?
It just depends on when prices change. If Thiago looks like he's going up, I'll make the move. If he's not, I'll probably wait a little bit longer. It's a weird one because I looked at Chelsea's performance tonight and I thought they were rubbish, absolutely rubbish. Like against arguably the team that knows they're getting relegated. Like Burnley know they're not staying up, like 100%.
Yeah.
And they couldn't finish the job at home at Stamford Bridge. Whereas like West Ham were playing a team, Bournemouth, who are on like a 6-7 game non-unbeaten run. Like they're actually playing pretty good football now, even with Semenyo gone. It's actually almost invigorated them to play better football. I just, it's a difficult one. Part of me wants to sell João Pedro because that was the move. I was like, a 3-week punt. He's massively outscored Thiago. I've made the points. Piss him off. But he's the only Chelsea player that's playing well, in my opinion. Like, he's the only one where I sit there and go, if Chelsea are going to score a goal, he's probably going to be involved at the moment. Like, that's how I feel about Chelsea at the moment. Whereas Jared Bowen, I'm like, he's off to the right. He gets the DC, but is he really going to get the huge hauls that I'm really requiring at this point of the season? And the fixtures, I would argue, for Jared Bowen compared to João Pedro are probably worse over the next 4.
When are you wildcarding?
32.
Okay. So what are West
I'm
Ham's
going
fixtures?
differential draft, Kanji. You can see the points difference there. Where are you? 1,556. 1481, is that correct? Or was that Gary's team?
I'm on Wildcard.
Yeah, no, you're 35 points behind Kanji. No, 55. Sorry.
I'd be getting concerned, Kanji.
Bro, the only way you're gonna catch me is
I've
if
got
you build a
triple
solid
captain, I've
Holland.
got bench boost, I've got team value, I've got wild card, I've got free hit. The D-Unit's coming to smack your ass.
Like,
Gary's
unless
sitting there
you're
with
making
that ass smile on his face. I'm coming for you as well, Gary. Don't you? You better believe it, baby.
You're 50
no.
points off, bro. That's a lot. And there's only 10 weeks left almost. You're gonna need to make
11
like
Kanji
5 points a
after this
week.
11.
Well, actually, if we
Yeah,
press
whatever.
refresh, you'll probably be even closer because. Oh, let's press refresh now.
Moly.
Now my-
Jesus Christ.
let's
I
see
need
what's
Salah
my
to
team.
come up with
Panicking,
trumps.
Kanji. I would start panicking if I was you.
No, I need Salah to deliver tomorrow, bro. Come on, Salah.
Okay, my team is I keep forgetting to read the ranks. I'm on 230,000. Keller to Gabriel, Virgil, Joaquin Anderson still to play. Dango, who's one of my transfers in, as was Virgil, with 2. Fernandez, Sabozai still to play. Enzo 2, Rice still to play. Thiago 2, Haaland currently playing on 10 as the captain. And then, frustratingly, Hall on the bench with 6, as well as Timber, Dubravka, and Gay. So, yeah, I'm feeling all right about it, lads, to be honest with you, because my original plan, as Darius will remember, anyone who watched the podcast this week, I think I may have even said it last week, was to go Rice to Palmer and captain Palmer this week. But obviously, Lacroix got injured. When Lacroix got injured, he's already a player that was going to need to be taken out for 31 anyway. It sort of meant that I had to prioritise that move, which cancelled out the Rice to Palmer move because I wouldn't have had the money. So I got in Virgil, and then Dango to who did I sell him? Who did I sell? Anderson, Elliot Anderson. I sold for Dango. That went right to the wire because it was a late deadline today. I made my transfer about 10 minutes before, and I was like, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I wait till next game week and see whether I may not? It should be Sade. And to be honest with you, I got him in. All right, he's blanked, but I probably would have made the same transfer next week. So because of that, I'm not too fussed about it. And I do feel after being so heavily beaten up by Palmer and Pedro the last 2 game weeks. All right, Pedro scored, but he's only got 7 points compared to whatever he's got the previous weeks. And a Palmer blank. I sort of feel like I'm getting away with one.
The Palmer,
You get what I mean?
basically nothing. But this week he was at 50% or like 40%, something.
Yeah.
Big. So like this week he could have really hurt and he did nothing. So you got away with it. I get what you mean.
And I do really like the team. I mean, I wouldn't have got Virgil earlier in the season, but now this team is heading towards game week 31. Virgil's good until 31. Dango's good until 31. You know, Enzo probably out next week to Tavernier or somebody. I don't know. Somebody else maybe. I've got a bit of money in the bank. And then I'll probably save the rest of my transfers till 31, at which point I'm probably going to I'll get rid of the final 2 players to get a 4-11 at. The one thing I'm worried about, Kanji, is I benched Dango coming in, meant I benched Timber. And if Arsenal end up keeping the clean sheet tomorrow, that's going to hurt my rank quite a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah. I think the thing to consider is like, do you get to the 3rd Liverpool or are you going to save that for Salah when you get to 31 or whenever you sell Haaland?
I don't know. I don't know if I am going to sell Haaland. I might
just
keep
bench him?
Yeah, I'm currently planning to bench him, Gabriel, and Timber. Probably upgrade Guehi to the 2 transfers I've got in mind at the minute are Guehi to Calvert-Lewin. I can't remember who he's got that week, and
Brentford.
Get rid of Rice. Get rid of Rice to Rodgers, and that would be in game 31.
Wow.
So I've basically got those 3 transfers planned, and then that would also, obviously it won't go like that because there'll be injuries and whatever else, aren't there? That would hopefully then allow me to carry a couple transfers into the wildcard 32 as well.
Yeah, and your defense is like really perfect because it's like Virgil, Anderson, Hall, 3 and Kelleher. So you have 4 different teams, probably with all the EO is going to be on those 4 teams anyway in 31. I'm talking specifically.
Sunderland, does he?
Yeah, Sunderland, either home or away, I don't remember, but still a good fixture for him. And he just scored against City, right? So
yeah, he does all right. He's got. I know he's got. Oh yeah, Sunderland. Yeah, Sunderland at home. So that's all right, isn't it?
You've got a lot of depth. Like your team is very good. Wow, like Timber and Hall.
I'm feeling a lot better after doing those 2 transfers. Darius, when he comes into it, I've got 3 of the men he hates the most in the world: Virgil van Dijk, Hakeem Anderson, and Szoboszlai. But although Darius, I'll let you come in, mate. You made a video this week where you said you were considering Virgil van Dijk, and I think it probably is the most highly watched video ever on your channel. So, can you really criticize this, my friend?
Honestly, I think the Virgil van Dijk's one of them players where it actually. What have I done with? It makes a lot of sense. The next 4 weeks in particular, between now and wildcard, if you're wildcarding in 32, Virgil van Dijk and Liverpool's fixtures look really good. Like that. Yeah, that's the only part of Kanji's draft I kind of understood. If you're going to go for the Salah play, if you're going to go for the Ekatike play, this is the time. However, what I would say, and this is why I didn't like Kanji's draft and why I don't like Gary's team, you've got dirty, fat, 2-point Dom sitting there in midfield, and the only time he scores points is either when he's on free kicks or if he's sitting at right back. And apparently, from all reports, Gomez is good to start, so I'd imagine Gomez to start at right back, which means that dirty 4-point Dom goes back to being dirty 2-point Dom, unless he scores a worldy free kick, which I just don't see happening. I don't think that's feasible.
Did you hear his logic then? The only time he's more than dirty 2-point Dom is when he's playing right back or he's on free kicks. Basically, when he's playing football then.
Well, it depends on where the free kick is, Gary.
Crazy, bro.
Sometimes you go Come on. So, for example, right, he's no Anton Stack. Stack just put in a 35-yarder free kick. Szoboszlai needs Salah to touch the ball around to the wall so he can bend it around. Actually, in fairness, he's a pretty good free kick taker. But you can't be relying on free kicks. It's exactly what I said to Kanji last week about Palmer captain. You can't be relying on a player that's reliant on something that realistically is probably a 5% chance of happening in any given game week. So if you're buying Szoboszlai thinking he's going to score a free kick every bloody week, you're cooked. You might as well delete your team because it's not going to happen. It might happen on the one-off week. It happened 3 times this season, which is 3 times out of 27, which by my maths is probably about under 10%. So if you're betting on something that's going to happen under 10% of the time, you're either deluded or you probably need to buy a new player.
I will say if I'd wildcarded, I would have got Verts instead of Szoboszlai.
Fair.
Sorry,
and I think Verts is better.
Okay.
Verts, as passing the eye test, he's definitely involved. When Liverpool are playing at their most fluent, it's going through Verts. Like that's just how Liverpool attack is. And Kanji should know this better than anyone because he's a Liverpool fan and I'm not. But when I watch Liverpool games, that's why I bought Verts, because I thought that he was actually the player that was making things tick. And yes, he was crap the first 13 game weeks. And if you own him the first time round, you're probably like, do I really want him the second time round? But sometimes the second time round goes better than the first.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, there's some crazy stats about Szoboszlai though. Like I think he has like the second highest direct free kicks of any play. He has the second most free kick goals ever in one Premier League season, second most. And he
scored three, yeah.
Yes,
That can't be the second game. Beckham definitely scored more than 3 in a season.
Huh?
Beckham definitely scored more than 3 in a season, didn't he?
Maybe not in the Premier League though. Like I'll double check it later, but
the record in the career, I think, I can look it up. I think is Ward-Prowse. He's only scored like 12 or 13 in his entire career. So it would be rare for someone to get more than 3 in an entire season.
A season, yeah, right. Definitely. Yeah, that makes sense. Bro, so if Szoboszlai keeps this up, he's probably going to pass Ward-Prowse. Like, he just needs 2 a season. Like, he'll do it.
His free kick technique is elite.
Yeah.
There's no denying that.
He's 24, 25. He has like 5-6 years to do it. So he can get,
I'll hold my hands up and say his free kick ability is brilliant. Like, it's actually like watching him take a free kick. That free kick against, who was it recently, Kanji?
The City one. The one where it swerved outwards.
Yeah, the City one. That is the best free kick I've seen in the Premier League since Cristiano Ronaldo hit that free kick against Portsmouth. And that was about 15 years ago, give or take. Like, it was a long time ago he hit that free kick. That is the best one I've seen since.
Because you always see the right foot curler to the left side. Like, that's Szoboszlai's trademark. But, bro, the way he I don't even know how he kicked the ball, and I play soccer. He kicked the ball so it was curving outwards. Like, what the fuck? And then he had one where he went under the wall in the Champions League or something. Bro, Szoboszlai is him, bro. Oh my God. He
hit it. I know how he did it because there is a way of doing it, but it's really hard to pull off consistently and do it the way that he did it. You literally hit the ball like face on, but you've literally got to hit it just slightly off to the outside of your foot. That's how it goes in like that. It's really hard to perfect, but I've seen it happen like in real life, and it's brilliant when it does. And there's no stopping it. Like the keeper just can't read it because the keeper's going the way that he thinks it's going to go, but it goes the other way, and it just There's another stat
about Szoboszlai, by the way. Szoboszlai has won a major trophy in every year of his career. So
okay, I want to move on from Szoboszlai. I'll tell you lads a story. This week, because you referred to football as soccer there, I'm teaching Americans this year. I was teaching a group of like 50 Americans. I said, it's not soccer, it's football. So, mate.
Uneducated.
There's people from bloody Princeton and stuff over here for a year. Anyway, but I started arguing what one's not soccer, and we were talking about American football. And I went, American football's a bloody girls' game. And of course, it was 80% women that I was lecturing. And all of a sudden, they're all looking at me like, what a sexist bastard. Of course, girls' games are very good. All right, let's move on to the player who's getting on best of us this week, and then to the top of the league, Trig. So this is Roberto, who's getting on best this week out of us. He's got Pickford still to play, Hill with 6, Gabriel Timber, Ryan with 3, Enzo 2, Sarr, Rice still to play, Thiago 2, Pedro 7, Haaland currently playing 10 as captain. Oh, Petrovic bench for 9, Neto bench for 8.
Holy shit.
Collins, and what the hell was he doing today when he came on? and O'Brien on the bench. Kanji, your former co-host on the top form is temporary. What do you reckon?
Yeah, can you scroll down slightly? I just want to see the bench. Wow. Okay, like he didn't start Collins because he can't trust Collins for minutes.
Why did he start Enzo over Neto?
Didn't Collins come on today and give away a goal in like a minute?
Yeah.
Why did he bench Neto against Burnley? That's insane.
Yeah, that's I don't understand. It was like if he was going to bench anyone, I would have benched either Enzo or Rayan or Rice.
I'll message him, but I'm pretty sure he must have missed the deadline. There's no way you benched Neto versus Burnley. That's been his guy. He's held Neto all season.
And Petrovic over Pickford. I feel like Petrovic had the better fixture this week, like based on paper. I know West Ham definitely should have scored, but wow.
That's crazy. The thing is, he would have been double Bournemouth defense, so I kind of get playing, like benching Petrovic and starting Hill. I can even understand that.
Neto, my differential this week, I'll just point out. Also, me and FPL Nightmare had him in our captaincy game that we play with
You're carrying him, Gary. To take credit for it, you're carrying Nightmare in that differential game.
No, I've given up even doing it now. I did throw. I let him make with the decisions most of the time. Now he throws out names at me, and then I say do this, and then he just goes. Because to be honest, I'm just like I have enough trouble thinking about my FPL team. He sends me a list of all the players we've played because you're not allowed to captain the same player twice. There's now like 27 weeks. I have to read through 26. Find a player we haven't played before, then go and look at the fixtures. I'm just like, I throw a couple of names at him, and then he's like, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? I'd say, you're so good at it, Andrew. You make the decision, mate. And he does. And this week we had Neto and Palmer. I don't know how we hadn't captained Palmer all year, but anyway.
I actually I saw some banter in the chat. They were like, Kanji, let me know who your pick as your differential because the person you've been picking just disappears.
I'm not really good at that game.
I told Kanji when Kanji sent me a message, and I was saying this on live stream, Kanji, and I basically said, I asked Kanji, I was like, do you really want to go here? This dude has not shown up for you already multiple times this season. Do you really want to go there? And Kanji's like, yeah, he owes me one. I was like, he's getting no points.
I remember that message too, but I literally just love the player. Like I've watched him, his metrics for GA output per 90 is like top tier level. Like it is elite levels. So when he gets minutes, he's going to get GAs. Like it's insane SVL stats, but he couldn't do it versus, I don't know what it was. Like Wolves and Burnley. What the hell, man? Anyways,
was he? Is he just injured? Or
I have no clue.
I reckon, you know what it is? I reckon he watches the FPL PubCast. Kanji had him pick this differential. He thought, fuck him. I'm not showing up. I'm having a day off, boys. I'm going to play some FIFA on my Xbox.
So, like, there was news.
I think it was Colm who commented earlier.
Oh, that was Colm that said that?
I think it was, yeah.
There was a comment earlier. I think his grandma had passed away or something, so he went back to Brazil for like a week ago. And then when he came back, I think this week he missed training through illness or something like that. Like, what the hell, man? Unreliable. I'm just talking about Esteban.
I thought you meant Colm. Something I thought he was Scottish.
It's Colm's birthday on Monday. Happy birthday, Colm. If you're in the chat, happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, happy birthday,
man.
All right,
should we get on to the top man, the golden goat, as he likes to refer to himself? Trig, who has got Sanchez 2, Gabriel and Timber still to play. Look, wow. I guess
who's
he's
his
played
first Anderson.
And he must have just played him on the off chance that he might start. Joaquin Anderson, Sarr, Fernandes, all of them, those still to play. Palmer, after his big, he captained Haaland, which I think we'll come to in a minute.
I wish he grew some balls and fucking captain Palmer just for the sake of bringing him in.
Yeah, but look at what his comment would be. Like his comment reply would be.
Rice still to play. Thiago, Haaland captain. Go on. Sorry, Candy.
His reply will be like, well, look at what happened. Haaland got an assist. Palmer blanked. It was, you got to trust me. I'm the GOAT. What? Like, that's what I was saying. So he played the EO and he wins either way.
I don't know what that is in the background. Although, to be fair, Darius, I think you were accused on your deadline stream of being a bit of a sheep as well. But to be honest, it's already proven to be right, isn't it?
Mhm.
Well, not really, because João Pedro at the moment is currently beating Haaland for points because he got 7. So
No, I meant from Haaland Palmer. Were you thinking about João Pedro?
Oh no, I was never interested in Palmer because I already had the Chelsea chip up. It made no sense to move him. What I will say though, because a lot of people in Nightmare even came on and said this is not the D-Unit play, and I basically said originally I was thinking about captaining Semenyo, right? And I looked at the sports bet odds when I was putting a bet on, and I was like, why the hell is Semenyo below Foden, below Cherki, below Marmoush when I would have had him above all three? That spooked me off a Semenyo captaincy, so I didn't do it. And I was never going to captain João Pedro in the first game of the week. And yes, I know he scored, returned, whatever. And then the other option was obviously Bruno Fernandes. And every time I've captained Bruno this season, in the last game of the game week, Man United have sucked ass. And I do not want to be doing a watch along on Monday where we suck and I've got 2 players playing and one of them's my captain. And that's the only reason why I didn't do it. If Man United had played on Sunday and there was another game on Monday, I would have captained Bruno. But because of the fact that that was not the case, I just went with what I thought. I was legitimately considering Semenyo, but when I saw those odds on the betting markets, I was like, I was scared he was getting benched because like that made no sense why Foden and Cherki were lower odds. Just seemed weird.
Lads, Combs just saying, where's Combs? Gilliard's card. What was Scottish? Now I know you're Irish, aren't you? Come tell us. Let's have a look at the podcast league. Right. So I'm gonna pose to you a question. Trig is obviously historic manager, best ever finished 35th in the world, 4 top 1K, maybe 5 top 1K finishes in a row. He's always done. He says that he's not such a great manager now, but he still gets regularly top 50 finishes. He didn't really think of anything other than a top 10K finish as being good. He's the only one of us in the top 100,000. I'm in second, and he's 25 points above me. He's still got most of his clips left apart from his triple captain. Do any of us have a chance of catching him, lads? Or are we all just playing for second place now? Darius?
Sorry, I was just looking at a different team and thought that is incorrect. But that's because I put no effort into that. I think Trig can be hunted down. Trig's going to play more and more defensive the longer we go on in the season. He's been playing defensive all season. And I think he could definitely be hunted down. I mean, I'm looking at the scores at the moment. I'm almost within 80 points. I can definitely.
I'm the nearest to
he's triple captain. I can definitely catch Trig. I've got no doubts about that at all. I reckon he's definitely in the firing line.
You think you might have a chance of catching me, mate? A long shot, but I don't think you're going to get it near Trig. Not with nearly 85 points. He's got the same clip strategy as you.
Yeah, but look at his team value, Gary. He's going to be shopping in the bloody Rodon markets. D-Unit's going to be shopping in the Virgin markets. That's going to be the difference. It's going to come down to bench boost. If I can get 20 extra points on my bench boost compared to Trig and my triple captain bangs by an extra 10 points, I've caught him.
See, the thing is, with me, I only really, all I ever want to do every season is finish in the top 100K. If I get, that's my target. If I'm in, say, 50,000 and Trig's 20,000, or if I'm 100,000 and he's 75,000, I won't do differentials to try and track him down or try and secure my top 100K.
Smart. So that's where I'm different. I'll sit there and I'll look at it. I'll be going, all right, who's this? Who's he got? As Trig would say, who's this prick got? And I'll look at the pricks he's got, and I'm like going, I'm going to bring my own peeps in that potentially might beat him.
Let's do a poll on this actually while I think about it. Kanji, what do you reckon? Can any of us catch him?
I mean, I definitely can, because I'm going to go differential. I mean, I could catch him in 4 weeks if Salah gets a hat trick and Haaland blanks. So Like that, like let's say, for example, next week, I don't know if he's going to bring Salah in or not. But let's say Salah gets a hat trick and Haaland blanks. That's 40 points in 1 week.
What I would say, my best mate was 130 points ahead of me about game week 9 in. And I said to him, he was like, oh, mate, D-Unit's lost his touch. He's in the bin, whatever. And I basically said to him, it's a long season. I can tell you right now I'm about 40 points in front of him. So I can eat the points up. Like I play a different game to most. And I will hopefully, if I can enact my team value advantage at some point, I'll make those points up. I'm very
Yeah, well, you have to, in order to do that, you need Salah and Haaland. But anyways, look, you play it your way, bro.
I'm doing a quick poll. Which of us will catch Trig, if anyone? None of you, Gary, Kanji, D-Unit. I've not put Andrew and Roberto in because I can't. Can only put 4 options in.
In order to catch him, you'll need to be differential, though. Like, you can't catch him with template because he's.
Be honest, D-Unit should be leading that poll. Sort your shit out.
Like it's funny because like Gary's closer to Nick, but I think I'd be more likely to catch Nick because I'll be completely different. We have a different chip strategy. We're gonna have different players. It's gonna be very different.
Well, we could see that how much the chat like me because I'm on D-Unit's on 31% and me and you were on 6%, despite the fact that's your mob in there.
They know the FPL review is going to lead you down a garden path to ruin. Whereas the FPL review, that's the difference.
Okay, can we get on to the who can hurt us tomorrow part? So let me update this. So players that can hurt us tomorrow. The players I own, and I'm just read out the ones that are above 10%. Virgil van Dijk. What's he on? Oh, Virgil van Dijk, Gabriel, or I'm sure everyone owns him. Rice, well, I'm pretty sure everyone will own him, as well as Fernandez. If we go down, we've got Raya, Timber, and Burmo, Ekatike, Mukalele. They're all between 30 and 20%. Wilson, 15. Verts, 13. Manoz, 11. Is anyone you don't own loads you're particularly worried about? I think Ekatike
really.
and
Arsenal defense. I don't have Arsenal defense, so other than Gabriel, because I sold him.
Yeah, neither do I this week because I benched Timber.
They're bottling it.
I agree.
So, yeah, I feel like Raya and Timber, I'm kind of hoping for a Spurs goal. I'm also kind of hoping that Sunderland concede without it being Wilson.
It's annoying that like Mbumo plays on the final day, so that's like EO against me. Freak. Damn. Okay. Whatever.
No,
I have a lot of EO tomorrow. United play on the Monday. Yeah. I have Timber. I have Ekatike, Salah, and Szoboszlai. I have Wilson and Anderson. I have a lot of players on Sunday. And yeah. So
yeah, I mean tomorrow's a pretty big day, isn't it? Crystal Palace, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, Sunderland, Spurs, Arsenal. Still a lot of this game week to go, isn't it? Sometimes you sit here on a Saturday and you think that's pretty much the game week done, but it's still a lot to go, I think.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna be on Liverpool. Liverpool are gonna be huge differentials for me. I have no Holland, bro. Everyone has Holland. Yeah, exactly. Bloody hell.
Can you imagine tomorrow that Liverpool win 2-1 and it's Verts with 2 goals? Liverpool have conceded and none of your players have done fuck all.
Yeah, but I'm assuming I'm going to get some GAs, bro. Come on. It's not going to be like Gravenberch to Verts twice in a row. Come on, fam.
You just said it.
No, it won't. That won't happen. Maybe once, but that would probably be like 1 goal in a 3-goal game. Trust. Come on, Liverpool.
Okay, before we finish
on here before the 60th minute. Pep make him pre-60 subs again, Kanji. Who's going to be unlucky this week?
Yeah, so who got started? Like, what was the move? Who got benched?
He hasn't made the subs yet.
Okay, so it hasn't happened. I mean, it's 57 right now. So,
Okay, I'm going to end the poll. I think this just shows. Sorry, chat, that you don't know what you're talking about. Which of three of us, if anyone, Trig? None of you 50%, which I think is fair. But then D-Unit 31%, Kanji 16%, Gary 3%. That's like one vote. That much.
Being generous. I reckon the chat's being generous. I'm surprised he's not on 0. Who voted for him? Put your name in the chat if you voted for this fraud.
It wasn't me. I forgot I should have voted for this. I can't vote my own bloody poll, can I?
Gary and his burners. Gary's sitting there secretly behind, like
his burner account.
Mate, no one's voting for me. Quick.
That was when someone clicked on Gary by mistake. Here's everyone watching. Lads, where can we... Well, first of all, please do like the streams. I'll get out there and subscribe if you're new around here. This week on the podcast, we will have... Again, it was the most requested podcast lineup, and we've only managed to get it set up once all season, which was 2 or 3 weeks ago, which is myself, Trig, Darius, D-Unit, and FPL Nightmare, and we will be on again on Wednesday to preview Game Week 28. Myself, Kanji, and Darius will be here same time next week to talk about what's gone on Saturday in Game Week 28. Kanji, where can people find you, mate, for watching?
You can find me on Twitter at KanjiFPL. Thanks for having me on. It's been a pleasure. It was a pretty boring Saturday, but it was just nice to come and chat with you guys.
Yeah, I think the wild cards, mate. I titled this wild card last night. I had no idea how you and I didn't even know Nightmare was going to wild card, but I think that's made it an interesting chat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If nothing else. Darius, mate, you doing any watch alongs tomorrow?
I just love the Palmer captaincy. 2 weeks too late, Kanji. 2 weeks too late, baby.
Yeah, it's so dumb how like all these guys at Captain versus Wolves and Leeds have gotten all the points and I've gotten nothing from captaincy perspective. It's just crazy.
It's so funny because I've seen like so many people in like my WhatsApp group chat that Captain Palmer like 2 weeks ago. I was like, that's fucking lucky. And then there's you and Nightmare that bring him in and captain him this week. And I'm like going, that's brutal.
It's nuts. It is what it is. Like this Haaland goal, if he gets one or doesn't get one, will be massive for my game week. So I'm just glad we're not going to be live when it happens.
But yes, you guys know where to find me. And yes, we'll have live watch along tomorrow, even though I'm looking at those games tomorrow and I only have where are the games tomorrow? Game week 27. I only have Mukiele and Wilson on the bench, Vert's playing, and that's it. Oh, and Gabriel in the last game. I've got 2 players in the last game of the game week. And we will be doing a Man United solo watch along as well for that game, which pisses me off, Gary. Why is it that Man United keep copping the Monday night fixture? That pisses me off because not only is it at 4 a.m. in the morning, Kanji, but it's on a Tuesday morning. Like it completely stuffs up my sleep for the week. I can't wait for us to be back in Europe so we don't get these stupid ass kickoff times on a Monday night. I'm over it. The amount of Monday nights that I've wasted watching shit football this season has been beyond annoying.
It's funny because it's funny you're talking about the shit football. You're talking about your own team, so that's the funniest part.
Well, it was good when I had 2 or 3 United because a couple of those games went from a red arrow to a green arrow. But now I've only got Bruno Fernandes, and he's so highly owned.
Yeah,
it doesn't. It's not. I just there's no interest in it really. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But,
yeah.
Now we just need a goal to make sure Tarkowski doesn't dunk on us.
Yeah. And thank you again,
Kanji. Don't you worry.
Exactly. Inshallah.
Thanks again to Footium for sponsoring the stream. Please do check out the link and join my Friends League mini league in the description below. Darius, when are we playing each other in Footium? That's going to be a big one, isn't it?
Actually, I can tell you, Gary. Where are we? So where's the fixtures here? So Gary is called. What's your team name, Gary?
Pegany Orient.
Padney Orient. Gary's currently in sixth place with 6 points. The D-Unit's currently in second with 9.
I mean, two wins out of 3.
We play Gary on Monday night.
There we go. What an event that would be. I think you should live stream that one, mate. And if you keep on doing them, and I might try and jump on with you, and we can have a bit of banter.
We should do that for the lulz because it'd be hilarious. But I think for you, it's actually because it's 7. For me, it's in the nighttime. For you,
11 in the morning. So usually I'm working. The first time I actually sat down and played the game was today, and I really enjoyed it. You know, as in I was actually making subs and stuff was today, and it was a change the experience rather than just looking and going back and looking at your score. You know what I mean? It was like playing Football Manager or something.
Legit. It's exactly like that. It's the best way of describing it.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, cheers. Yeah, please do join us for the podcast on Wednesday at 6 with Darius, Trig, and Andrew. We'll talk to him about his wildcard. See you later, everyone.
See ya. Bye.
See you, boys and girls.